I have a story, an Easter story that I would like to share with you. The first dog I ever had, her name was Annie. She was a black lab. I loved that dog. She had so many ways that we connected with each other. I would be able to be sitting in our living room, and I was about 10, 11 years old, and I would say, "Annie, go to bed." And she'd take off running, and then you would hear her going down the hallway, and then all of a sudden there would just be dead quiet. Because in that moment, she was airborne and landing on my waterbed. And then all of a sudden you would hear this water just goes swoosh back and forth. Another thing that Annie and I loved to do was we lived back then at the end of a cul-de-sac. And at the end of a cul-de-sac, we would stand at the very end, and I had my skateboard. Now, being a black lab, she loved to retrieve things. So I would take and I would throw a tennis ball as hard as I could down the street and then hold on. And it felt like I was surfing on asphalt with this dog pulling me down the street. She was the most amazing dog I've ever owned. Unfortunately, one night there was a thunderstorm. And she got out, she ended up getting hit by a car, and she died. And I was crushed. I lost my friend. There were so many different things that would happen over the next week or two that I literally missed her, and it would remind me of her. Eventually, I got another dog. Another black lab. They weren't exactly the same. But that dog, that new dog, would do things that reminded me of the other dog. And then when that dog died, I got a different dog. But even that dog would do things that reminded me of Annie. So in some ways, Annie was continuing to live on in my memory because of that connection that I had with her. And I think that's what Jesus, with his disciples, that's the impact that Jesus had on them. His life was so influential on them. I think for some of them, he was probably a really good friend. But over time, after he died, they missed him. But those memories that they had with Jesus, they were still there. And they told their friends about Jesus. And then they told their friends, and then so on, until we come to where we are today. And that's why we come together on church, we have Sunday school, is because it gives us an opportunity to continue to pass on the stories about Jesus and the difference that he can make in our lives when we live like he used to live. So this Sunday, I hope you have a wonderful Easter. And I truly, truly wish and am disappointed that you can't be here and we can't do our Easter egg hunt. So I decided to do the Easter egg hunt all by myself. I've hid eggs all over the church. Now, don't tell the rest of the staff. Don't tell Danny, don't tell Janelle, don't tell anyone, because I don't want them to go hunting for my eggs. No, I'm just joking you. Enjoy your Easter egg hunt if you have one, and hopefully very, very soon we will be able to get together again and enjoy being together on a Sunday morning. Enjoy the rest of your day.